I know that was the first episode of Legend of Lucky Pie. It's called "Who Makes That Sound."
I like that one. It's an interesting, it's interesting to see how they've taken the idea and done stuff with it.
I need to let it sit for a while. I'm not sure if I liked it or not.
I was so thrown off by the art style. Because there were points where it was good and, like, the animation was cool. Like, and then other parts where it looked like a 30-year-old drawing.
Yeah, what was it? That bit where the horse was, like, running around the... What's the horse's name? Lucky, right? Yeah, there you go. Like, he was running around the snake, and his legs were doing that really old-school thing where they were just a few bubbles, like, you know, making the illusion that they were running really fast. And I'm just like, that looks a little cheap. I don't know.
I mean, like, I don't know. For a simple style, I think it works.
Yeah, maybe it was a throwback to, like, classic
the style doesn't throw it off too much.
Yeah. Lucky, the Jake character, like, he can, like, shapeshift, but he can only shapeshift between, like, a real horse and, like, a smaller humanoid.
I kind of like that more.
Yeah, it fits into the whole hero mythos.
It's definitely
to have a
less
horse than a dog.
It's less overpowered than Jake.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it's a lot less God mode.
It does seem like Finn relied a lot on Jake, at least in the early episodes.
I mean, even then, I haven't seen that much Adventure Time, but from what I've seen, like, Jake is just, like, end all be all. Like, I remember the time he got, like, poisoned, and it's like, oh wait, hold on, I'll just make my liver huge.
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that.
I mean, we're talking about Lucky Pie here, but with Jake, I mean, there are situations where it gets into trouble that he can't get.
I feel like Finn did rely on Jake quite a lot for a while.
But now it's kind of like...
Yeah, I think the horse into... not really horse is a good like it's a fair
the horse into Jake horse
and I don't know what Pie is, but he has 4 ears.
That's
not human,
weird.
that's for sure.
Like there's like a weird like crease that goes in his head, like that
is interesting.
I mean, like, at least for the Adventure Time, we got, like, a clear indicator, like, Finn the human and, like, Jake the dog, like...
Yeah, then they told us what they are.
Maybe
Lucky is definitely a horse, we know that. Yeah. But then, like...
Maybe he's, like, a star child.
I don't know.
He's a mutated cat.
That's possible, I don't know.
Like... I'm not sure about this, but I heard that like maybe like the reason things like this and like the Chinese version of Gumball, the reason shows like this happen is because in Western shows they send it off over to China or something to make the like in between frames, and then the people who work on that, like, I don't know, I mean they use what they know to make their own shows. Like,
wow. Okay, that's an interesting idea.
I mean, I admire him for trying, and I actually think it's different enough from Adventure Time to kind of stand out. I think they did a lot of
really good things in the first episode. Like,
actually making the first episode near the ocean to show that Pie is actually different from Finn.
Well, I mean, I don't even know if that was intentional, though.
Like, it might not have been.
It's just...
like, Finn was scared of the ocean, and Pie clearly wasn't,
like,
so...
I'll say right now, I don't keep up with Adventure Time that much, like, after the first season, but honestly, I think the direction they have with Princess Flying Fish, she could be way more interesting than Princess Bubblegum.
Well, I mean, if you haven't seen beyond season 1, then you don't want to know about Princess Bubblegum.
Yeah,
I don't know.
She has her own arc, so
like, exactly. That's why I made sure I put the first thing in there. But just right off the bat, she's way more interesting than like her counter princess.
I feel like the way she interacts with the characters, she's interesting because she's like kind of a kid, so she's about Finn's age.
Yeah, I was gonna say Princess Flying Fish seems very childish.
Oh, yeah, speaking of like kids, I'm not like blind, right? Like the Jake character, Lucky, he just straight up like swore when he saw the wave coming.
Well, I don't know. I can't tell if he actually swore or if it was just a beep from the beginning. Like
it was an English swear, so therefore it doesn't count.
Well, no, but I mean, like I don't know if there was ever a swear there at all, or if it was just the beep.
True.
I think it was the beep.
Still, even if it was a beep, like that.
I mean, it's just implying that there's a swear.
I don't know. China, different culture. Who knows?
Yeah,
they do that. That's the thing that you see in
like if you think about it, in Japan they show a lot. Like interesting. They are allowed to show much worse than American television is allowed.
Truth.
Like, what, they see one thing sliced up in American cartoons, they'll cry about it. In Japan, they're like, whatever. It's like a human body, right? We know what's in there. It's like, whatever. Like, what was it? The original Pokemon manga, that shit got brutal.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah, Arbok getting sliced in half and shit. Like, that was fine for Japanese kids. Like, America's just like, oh my god, violence!
That was a real surprise. It was funny too. There were some weird moments that were like,
where'd he get those pies from?
I feel like
I think he's allowed to have that based on his namesake.
Yeah,
fair enough. He can just summon pies at will.
You
I feel like with Adventure Time, even though they do random things, at least they explain how they happen. It's like, my insides smell like vanilla or something.
I enjoyed another culture's brand of like surprise humor.
Yeah, there was a moment in there where they said something like I thought it was an expression or something like some sort of Chinese expression. I know a game like that snake or something.
You'll make her feel like you're the old grandpa or something like that.
What? I didn't even.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember that at all. But no, I mean like the part where he says. No. What I'm saying is the part where he says, I know a game like that snake or something like that. But then like. And I thought that was an expression, but then it immediately cut to Snake, the game, and I got it.
That was smart.
Mm-hmm. No, I like that. I like the cleverness. They weren't just trying to straight up fight it, and they thought of...
Well, I mean, they're fighting it in a way.
It was alright, it was decent. But sadly, I don't think it's gonna get that popular, because, who likes to read subtitles?
Well, I mean, anime. Anime is pretty popular.
Yeah, anime.
Although I did kind of like I don't like how there was
actually
the Chinese subtitles.
Well, I mean that's just a matter of there's a setting you can change with that.
Okay.
If it's on YouTube.
It was. You said you put the captions on.
Yeah, there's a setting. Right. Well, whatever. Yeah. We can fix that later. But yeah.
Well, in this video in particular, I think the Chinese subtitles were actually part of the video.
Yeah, I know.
And then
no. But I mean, with the English subtitles, you can make them opaque.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
I think
that's just a technical problem. It's not about the episode.
I think with the other two though, it's
no. We already talked about the technical problems.
My initial thoughts, I kind of want to see more. It's cool.
Okay. Well, there are two more episodes to see.
I like Lucky.
For me, Adventure Time was very hit or miss. Some episodes I really liked. Some episodes I thought were just okay.
I mean,
I would be interested to see where they're going with this.
Then let's see the next episode.
What a good transition, guys.